action. Over 30 parents of our football, cheer, pom, and band students are involved tonight. We want to thank the parents and families for their support and commitment. Starting our lineup will be Shayla Ann Schutz, band, daughter of Rick Ann Schutz and Sarah Ann Schutz. Barfield, band, son of Jacob and Jennifer Barfield. Taisha Barnes, cheer, daughter of Joe and Alicia Barnes. Hayden Black, football, son of Rob and Rachel Masters and Brian and AJ Black. Connor, Pom, daughter of Max and Lisa Connor. She is also walking with Amy and Winston. Macy Duncan, band, daughter of Matt and Angie Duncan. Lexi Ferris, cheer, daughter of Chris and Dawn Ferris and Marty Smith. Faith Finkley, cheer, daughter of Todd and Mandy Finkley. Lindsay Friday, band, daughter of Rick and Patricia Nicholson, and Todd and Paula Friday. Cameron Gentry, cheer, daughter of Greg and Candace Gentry. Graham Duncan, football, son of Crystal Bragg and Justin Duncan. Janet Hamrick, band, daughter of Franklin and Rebecca Hamrick. Jared Harger, football, son of Todd and Becky Harger. Iris Herr, band, daughter of Sarah and Elsa Herr. DeAndre Hobbs, football, son of Shelby and Kate Moore, football, son of Paul and Dana Moore. Sherry Medina. Marshall Montgomery, football, son of Hassani and Linda Moss. Amos Reddy, band, son of Shannon Reddy. Caitlin Shepard, Palm, daughter of Paul and Tony Shepard. Britta Bradley, cheer, daughter of Ryan and Natalie Cook and Kevin and Joyce Bradley.
We love you, Shepherd!
Jordan Strong, daughter of Michael and Teresa Strong. Olivia Stroud, band, daughter of Blake Stone and Molly Parks. Atticus Warren, band, son of John and Michael Warren. John Weaver, band, son of John Weaver and Seth and Trinda Hooker. Cordell Wetzel, football, son of Richard and Janelle Wetzel. This is your 2019-2020 senior class. 5 minutes for pictures.
Show out of 3 million people in Arkansas, 55% do not attend church on a weekly basis. We value the Word of God in our services. We strive to present it in a practical and engaging way. This is a place where you can belong even before you believe. We will accept you as you are, but we will give you the practical steps to encourage and develop you on your pathway to Christ. We are here for you every step of the way. We'll save a seat for you.
Roofing is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Auto and Farm Supply is an independently owned and operated CarQuest auto parts store, a family-owned mom-and-pop business that's been servicing this community since 1983. They can source auto parts from CarQuest and Advanced Auto Warehouses, receiving shipments 5 nights a week. For all your auto parts needs, or if you just want to come down and drink some coffee with the old guys, come see Larry and Karen and the dog Rosie at 119 East Buchanan Street, historic downtown Prairie Grove.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Kimball Mechanical Systems specializes in installing plumbing, HVAC, and electrical systems in mid to large housing projects, including subdivisions, apartment complexes, and military housing. Kimball wants to partner with more people who want to earn a good living in the skilled trades. Kimball is the largest mechanical contractor in Arkansas with 8 other locations nationwide. Kimball is proud to have won Arkansas's Best Places to Work 5 years in a row. They provide excellent benefits and an amazing family-oriented culture. For great job opportunities, check out kmsjobs.com.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Out of 3 million people in Arkansas, 55% do not attend church on a weekly basis. We value the Word of God in our services. We strive to present it in a practical and engaging way. This is a place where you can belong even before you believe. We will accept you as you are, but we will give you the practical steps to encourage and develop you on your pathway to Christ. We are here for you every step of the way. We'll save a seat for you.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Kimball Mechanical Systems specializes in installing plumbing, HVAC, and electrical systems in mid to large housing projects, including subdivisions, apartment complexes, and military housing. Kimball wants to partner with more people who want to earn a good living in the skilled trades. Kimball is the largest mechanical contractor in Arkansas with 8 other locations nationwide. Kimball is proud to have won Arkansas's Best Places to Work 5 years in a row. They provide excellent benefits and an amazing family-oriented culture. For great job opportunities, check out kmsjobs.com.
Out of 3 million people in Arkansas, 55% do not attend church on a weekly basis. We value the Word of God in our services. We strive to present it in a practical and engaging way. This is a place where you can belong even before you believe. We will accept you as you are, but we will give you the practical steps to encourage and develop you on your pathway to Christ. We are here for you every step of the way. We'll save a seat for you.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Kimball Mechanical Systems specializes in installing plumbing, HVAC, and electrical systems in mid to large housing projects, including subdivisions, apartment complexes, and military housing. Kimball wants to partner with more people who want to earn a good living in the skilled trades. Kimball is the largest mechanical contractor in Arkansas with 8 other locations nationwide. Kimball is proud to have won Arkansas's Best Places to Work 5 years in a row. They provide excellent benefits and an amazing family-oriented culture. For great job opportunities, check out kmsjobs.com.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all.
Joining us here tonight, I'd like to welcome our friends and neighbors from Lincoln who are going to drive over. Hope you enjoy the hospitality here in Prairie Grove. We encourage you to check out our concession stand. I would say that pork nachos are one of the best things that they have over there. So all of the fans here tonight, we encourage you to cheer for your
You are looking live from Prairie Grove Tiger Stadium. Tonight, senior night. Prairie Grove Tigers hosting the Lincoln Bulls. I'm Nick Rexel with Ryan Cook. Ryan. Season goes by fast, doesn't it?
It does. We're here in the last game, and it's kind of a do or die tonight. But you look back and you look at the change this year from last year, and new backfield, new quarterback, a lot of new defensive faces, quite a bit of turnover, and not probably the way we wanted it to turn out. But it's one of those deals where we're still in the hunt, and I like that.
Well, we got Let's take a commercial break. We'll be back after this.
Ruffin is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Ruffin has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Ruffin is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Ruffin today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Okay, we're back. Brian, playoff implications tonight, a lot of different scenarios, but main thing we got to do tonight is win. And we win, and we're going somewhere.
Somewhere. Not for us to determine, though. Instead, we get to be fans of Gravette.
Yeah. Well, you know, if Gravette, Gravette has to win. If they were to win tonight, for us to go any higher than the 4 seed, Gravette has to win by more than 8 points. And we'd have to win by, or more than 7, we'd have to win by more than 7 points. Gentry is sitting at 46 points right now. We're at 39. Gravette's at 39. And even if we were to lose tonight and Gentry beat Gravette, we'd be in a three-way tie with us, Gravette, and Lincoln. But we'd have to lose by more than 21 points tonight. We could lose tonight, but I don't see us losing by more than 21.
No, I feel like a couple people asked me, out there, what do you think? I said it's a 7 to 10 point ball game. Yeah. It is, and then you can take, you might say it's 7, and then you can throw 4 on, for home field, and so that would be 11 for us. But if it's going to be them, it's within that 7. I said, and then any kind of turnover happens, you might as well just tack on another 7 or take 7 off. So it's a very tight ball game. I know they're down a couple guys. We're down a couple guys because of injuries. They've got a couple suspensions. They're playing pretty much third-string quarterback in a way, but we've seen in college football third-string quarterbacks come in and do damage. So it's not something that's unheard of.
No, and tonight Lincoln trying. And here's a nice little fun fact for you. The last time Lincoln beat Prairie Grove 2 years in a row.
Well, it's been over 24 years, right? Because that's the last time we were beat in between.
Yeah, they beat us in '94 until last year, so that was the first time. If you want a little hint, Prairie Grove was in the midst of a 26-game losing streak, and they actually last time they lost to Lincoln back-to-back years, 1987, 1988. So it's been 31 years. Doesn't mean it can't happen on a given night. It always happens.
Well, it means the odds are probably in the favor of it, but captains are out there. Number 15, Cordell Wetzel. Number 77, Hayden Black. 62, Austin Medina. Wearing 32 tonight, Marshall Montgomery. And also captains just not able to go out to the coin toss. 35, Jared Harger. 74, Cade Horn. And number 3, Keandre Hobbs for Prairie Grove. For Lincoln, I'll call out a number if you want to grab a name. Number 73.
There is no 7. Oh, there's no 73 because I'm looking at the whole Prairie Grove.
Oh, 73, Chance Blankenship. What about number 11?
Number 11 is Tanner Barnum.
57.
57 is Nathan Killing.
8 is Marcus Sturgill. 77.
77 is Connor Brown.
And 23.
23 is Jasper Terry.
There's 3 more out there. I think one of them is number 22.
22, that is Blake Arnold.
Man, Lincoln's going to kick. Prairie Grove's going to receive. I'll get the last 2. Number 5.
Number 5 is Levi Wright.
And the last one, number 72.
Number 72 is Austin Raines.
And so that'll be all your seniors tonight. Good group of seniors for Lincoln. There's quite a few of them there. Now with Prairie Grove, we don't have a ton of seniors, only having 7 out there. We got a really big junior class. Also not out there, though, is Graham Gunther. He had surgery on his shoulder, so he is, I promise you, out.
Well, I will tell you that I went to the junior high game last night, and unfortunately, we found, we'd beaten Shiloh 36-8 or something early in the year, and then they turned the tables on us last night and kind of did the same to us. But they scored, and I don't want to go rehash that. They scored twice. Once was 4th and 17 at the 17, and they scored, and we tipped it. Then it was 4th and 10 at the 10. We tipped it, and they scored, and they ended up winning pretty big. But But watching the junior high team play, we have some size on
The
junior high
ninth
team.
graders have some size.
And they've got some guys, and there's a couple of 8th graders that are playing up. There's a bright future at Prairie Grove, and but the future right now is tonight, and we have to come out with a victory. And like I said, most likely scenario is if we win tonight and Gentry were to win tonight, we're headed to Hamburg. That's settled. That's done.
5 hours.
They played last night. A lot of teams played last night down that way, and so some of that's already set. And here come the Tigers. I love when we have throwback night. Other than I never can remember all the jerseys. Other than that, it's good.
You can read them tonight, though, because it's back to the gold on the black.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, the numbers, there's a couple differences. It's not too many.
No, it's not too bad.
But there's probably 15 guys wearing a different digit tonight. Some of them have even called guys and said, hey, bring your old jersey back because I need it.
Speaking of different digits, there's some different kind of shorts being worn out here on Cowboy Night or whatever.
Oh, goodness. I don't pay attention to that.
Oh, my. I hope one of them's not our – Josie's down there tonight with them, isn't he?
Oh, he is a Cowboy, too. He's going to Oklahoma State, so he thinks he's a Cowpoke.
Our staff tonight, we have Billy Grizzle. He's producing. We got Damon Ballstead on the scoreboard, Dylan Moore on camera. Miles Eubanks, our producer, or our director, and also helping out Maddie Garrett. Of course, Mr. Heath Whitley's also here tonight helping out. And we're getting ready to start. Prairie Grove's going to receive.
Look at back deep. That's number 3. It's not Joe Adams. It's Keandre Hobbs. And number 15, that's Cordell Wetzel. Now, we will put more guys up towards the line. If you remember, last year they got 2 onside kicks against us. So one of them we just didn't field correctly. The other one, we just stood there and watched it go 10 yards. Lots of mistakes and turnovers last year and still a close game.
And that goes out of bounds, so Prairie Grove's going to take over at their own 35. So the Tigers start 1st and 10. Good field position to start.
We played a lot of different looks last week with Hayden Black playing tight end and Landon Simrad playing a lot last week at tight end and wingback. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of run things here tonight. Keandre will be our first split in of the night. Also our backup fullback.
Foster Lehman is the fullback tonight. Harger lines up as the back. It goes to Harger. Harger cuts up, and nice defensive play. That's number 22. That's Blake Arnold, and a good tackle there by the Wolves to start the game off.
Seth Vaughn is in at center, and that time it looked like Gunnar Cottle, who's wearing 53 tonight, was at tight end.
Only a yard pickup that time, just barely a yard. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 from Prairie Grove's 36-yard line.
This time Cottle at tackle, Black at tight end.
Now they're going to try to come to the other side. Harger's met. He gets a little more yards this time. He's out over the 40 to the 42. So it'll bring up 3rd down. Well, they're going to spot him at the 41. Uh-oh.
Hayden Black, he done put his authority
Oh, is it going to be 15
on number 78, but he just kind of did a trust fall. Can you replay that? I'd love to see that trust fall. I don't know if we'll go far enough back now. Hayden got in his face a little bit. He kind of trust falled backwards, hoping the ground would catch him and he'd get a penalty.
Well, that's the thing is that's after the play, so that'll be 3rd down. I don't think we get that over since it was after the play, a dead ball. I might be wrong on that. I would think it would be 3rd. Yeah, it is 3rd down. He's telling to put 3rd, so it's going to be 3rd down and 20 to go for the Tigers. So
Simrad running the play. He had a big night last Friday, one of your players at the game. Redfern and Simrad will be split to both sides. There's speed that can catch on both sides.
Quick drop. Laird in trouble. Laird's going to be sacked. And Lincoln sacks Laird to start the game off. A couple of Wolves back there. Number 77, that's Connor Brown, and 62, also, that is Bryce Swinford.
Yes.
So the Tigers, I'll tell you, that penalty hurt, Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we were looking at 3rd and 4, something very manageable. Instead, we get into a 4th and 20, And now it's 4th and 25, and the Tigers got a punt on their first possession. If you're the Lincoln Wolves, you got to be happy with your first defensive stands.
Well, and you had a senior make a mistake on senior night. That's not what you want.
And a pretty good punt. It looks like it might take a good Prairie Grove roll. It's going to be pretty decent, but they're going to get the ball in Prairie Grove territory at the 48. So 10-18 to go here in the first quarter, and Lincoln is in business at the Prairie Grove 48-yard line.
The short field for Lincoln is exactly what they need, and defense, they're going to struggle if the offense keeps putting them in this kind of situation. I think that we're going to be able to keep them from just moving down the field at ease like they did last year, but I do think they're going to make yards.
Brody Bowen is the quarterback.
He's going to give to number 7 on that far side.
Sellers. Sellers picks up about 3. I didn't get the tackle. It looks like Medina.
Sellers is their main cog at the running back position.
And nice run that time. Didn't look like much, but he picks up 4 yards, almost 5, Ryan.
They just get to that outside really quick. And you got to guard the whole field with the spread look here. They're going to go twins to both sides, shotgun, Sellers in the backfield.
Bowen takes a snap. He's going to give again to Sellers. Sellers got the first, and Sellers is inside the 40 down to about the 37-yard line. So good run by Sellers. Tackle made by Medina again. But it's a first down. Lincoln moving the football very well.
Sophomore quarterback.
You got to like this start if you're a Lincoln Wolf tonight. And it gives Sellers right up the middle. He tacks. And again, doesn't look like much, Ryan. He's going to pick up 3 or 4.
Well, the line's doing a good job of getting a push, and they're just running kind of right behind them. Prairie Grove's going to have to find a way to either stop the push or get more guys in the box and in the backfield, which will make Lincoln have to throw.
Well, right now, if you're Lincoln, I wouldn't even think about throwing the ball. You're picking up 4, 5, 6 yards a carry.
But I'm saying that's what you're supposed to force them to do.
Again, Bowen, sophomore, brings the man in motion. He's going to fake it, and he's going to give it to Sellers. Nice defense there. Didn't see who made that penetration there, but a good tackle. Laird's in there.
Sure, say there's Laird and Medina.
But it's the other guy that made the tackle.
53, Cottle.
So Cottle, he's usually 67, right? So
right.
It's 3rd down, and let's call it a long 5 for the Wolves.
They had a little motion that time, trying to get a little misdirection. We had guys stay at home. Good job by them.
So 3rd down. And we bring some pressure to the fumble, and good job that time by Bowen just to fall on it. Smart play.
Yeah, I think he was wanting to give. It looked like maybe Sellers was thinking it wasn't a give or it was too late. Or maybe it's just tying. He was trying to read that end. Little read option right there. They're going to probably go ahead and punt right here with it being 4th and 11 and a chance to pin the Tigers back deep.
If I'm Prairie Grove, I put no one back here. You want to make sure. That's a pretty good punt, though, and it could go. Oh, it's going to go out of bounds around the 10. So
if he could have angled it in just a little bit more, I think it have died right there about the 5.
Yeah, he got it right at the 10. So Prairie Grove's going to start deep in their own territory with their second possession.
Well, this time, no penalties. Penalty-free football, please. This time, Cottle will move into center.
Montgomery. Or no, I'm sorry. That's
it is. It's Marshall Montgomery.
Marshall Montgomery brings the play in.
Different number tonight.
7:37 to go in the first. Both teams have had the ball. Lincoln had great field position, unable to convert. There's Wetzel. He's had a hole there for just a minute. Ryan, I thought he was going to get a little more.
It looked big from here. I'm sure it closed up pretty fast down there, but it was also to the inside, so the cutback he had to chop feet a little bit and it reduced the speed, but
Lincoln's got a pretty good sized line on both sides of the ball.
You can feel the student section jumping up and down. Makes me nervous when our booth is shaking because of that.
And there again to give, and it's not much going. That Wetzel again.
That was Harger that time, I think.
Harger's going to pick up maybe yard, bring 3rd down and 4. So Tigers not getting much there between the tackles.
I'm going to go with 3rd and 7. You're almost in a throwing situation here, but you hate to throw because the interception here would be killer. So you don't have 2 downs, though.
No, you don't have 2. And that,
it's going to be a quick pass to
complete.
Landon. He's got it.
Simrad gets the first.
I love it.
Yeah, nice play.
That little quick slant right there. Now, what they did last year, Lincoln, they did one of those, but they threw it a couple times, and then the next time, Morphus just went straight, if you remember. And he kind of looked at him and then threw it over the head, and he went and got it. If we could emulate that with Simrad, it'd be 6.
Well, Tigers get a much-needed 1st down, get it out over the 20, so they get out of the big hole. We're halfway through the 1st quarter. Both teams have had the ball once. Prairie Grove, this is their 2nd possession. 1st and 10 now, ball at their own 21. In motion goes Wetzel, and Wetzel's got, again, closed up quick. He looks open for a moment.
There's a small hole, a cutback hole, and he's trying to get into that, and it closes up, but, you know, there may not be anything to the outside right there either.
Davis Stevens, I think, brings in the play that time and brings 2nd and 7. Double wing set this time for the Tigers. In motion goes Wetzel.
Reverse.
And that was
goes
Cade
nowhere.
Grant, I think.
Yeah, it was. That was either the reverse or the cut. Either way, it was bad.
Not much going. I'm telling you, right now, Ryan, if I'm Prairie Grove, you got to kind of look to the corners. We're not getting anything between the tackles. I think we're going to have to open up outside a little bit to get something going in the middle.
Landon's going to come back in. Do you go to the same slant once again and let him just play basketball? If I'm Lincoln, I put a safety over the top of him.
Well, you know what? He's got some height on the guy that's on him. You might just go fly pattern there, and it's a little cut, and it's going to be incomplete. So
bad throw that time.
So it's incomplete. So we'll bring up 4th down, and the Tigers will have to punt. We talk about this, Ryan. Think. Again, I'm not harping on Hayden for the penalty, but that penalty, we're sitting at 3rd down and let's say 3.5, and we're at our own 41. Since that penalty, we've been back in our own territory and not with a lot because of that penalty.
Yeah, just a silly mistake. You didn't even get a good lick on him or nothing.
Not a bad punt, and it's going to take a good.
That one was a better punt than the last one, actually.
Well, they're going to get the ball close to the same place. They're going to have it at their own 49 instead of our 48. But
Skates on the kneel down that time. He's also one of our players of the game last week. Defensive player of the game. It's going to be hard to top that performance, though. You know, the thing about Berryville is they kind of had some long, drawn-out pass plays, whereas Lincoln, they're a quick pass offense. We got a conference call here in the middle of the field.
Well, I wish there'd be a penalty on them. We could use it. There's something going on anyway.
Keeps acting like his hand's going up, like you put your hand up in someone's face mask or something. I don't know how that guy can hear with his earmuffs on.
What I can understand is how long it takes him to make a decision here. Personal foul. Personal foul, hands to the face against Prairie Grove.
But he looks back. He's looking back to them. What?
I guess they got to punt again.
It's either pre or post, he said on the deal. His mic finally worked.
Penalties. Well, that's going to put us back even further on a punt.
We're bringing out our offense, though, man.
What are they doing?
Now they're walking it off the other way.
Yeah.
I think the ref's just confused.
Yeah. Okay. All right. You know, by game 10, you got to get this stuff right, refs.
That's going to be a 10-yard, 15-yard penalty, personal foul, hands to the face.
Yeah, so someone here said we didn't get the A squad. The A squad's up at the Field of Champions tonight for the
True, P. Ridge, Shiloh.
First down for Prairie Grove. That's a huge break. So we had a penalty that hurt us. They just had a penalty that hurt them.
And I didn't see it. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I didn't see that one. I bet it was in between the tackles in the trenches there.
And they're still haven't got it worked out.
If I'm Lincoln coach, I'm probably.
If I'm Lincoln coach, I'm in that guy's ear.
Yeah.
I mean, in his ear hole.
Foster and Harger in the backfield.
And it's a give. And now a flag.
Oh, man.
We hear the circus music in the background here, and that's kind of what it feels like right now. Or wait, dead offsides. Man.
Sweet.
If I'm a Lincoln fan right now, I'm furious. I'm furious.
No, I just accept it. It's just what life's always been. Everything's against us.
Oh. Well, the Tigers have gotten 2 huge breaks. Now 1st and 5.
Keandre will split out wide. Knox will be under center.
And there is nothing going tonight, Ryan.
Well, both of our guards got held up at the line of scrimmage, and it didn't look like our tackle and tight end and our wingback. Oh, they did a horrible job.
I think that
the front line there did a horrible job. That end, the tight end and the wingback, you got to get your block, and our guards got to have a chance to get out. It did not happen.
Ryan, we are getting nothing right now on the ground. 2nd and 9 for the Tigers.
I formation.
And this time, oh, pitch. What a nice job. There's Harger. He's still on his feet all the way down. I tell you what.
The option, baby.
That was a great job great job by Foster Lehman that time. Good job by Laird.
Laird held it to the last second.
Yeah, and that's the way you have to run that option. And, man, boy, we needed something like that. And you go back, Ryan, and I harp on these things, kicking game, penalties, things like that. That's been huge tonight.
Yeah, it would be Lincoln's ball right now if they wouldn't have got the penalty on that. Keandre. They're going to. He's going to go out wide. The give's going to be right up the middle to Foster. He's still fighting.
Foster's
he broke 2.
He's going to go. He's inside the 20, down inside the 10. Look at Foster. Oh, fumble. And Lincoln's going to get it at the 1-yard line. Wow. Well, that was a great run. And you're driving like that, then the fumble, and Lincoln will have it at their own 1. I hate the turnover, but at least they're at their 1.
How in the world does that happen there, though? Gosh,
well, it's cold out there tonight. And
I don't care.
They're not used to playing in this cold. That's a big
turnover
turnover for
the battle too. I mean, he battled to get to that spot.
Well, turnover at the 1, and Lincoln has it first. You know what? I'm grateful it didn't go to the end zone because then they got it at the 20.
Right.
I'd send the house see if you can't get a safety here.
They'll go trips to this near side, shotgun with Bowen.
And he's going to go long. Could be a
Cade
pick.
Grant.
Oh, oh.
Hey, did you notice Cade Grant? He's got my number 5. I've been begging him. He wore that number 5 all the way through Pee Wee. He wore it in junior high. I told him he looked like D-Mac. And then when he got to high school, Ethan had it. So he went to number 1. I just told him he hasn't looked right ever since. And so today he come into my classroom and he just stood there with a grin on his face because he knew I was going to be excited. So I hope the Cade Grant of old, the D-Mac days, come back.
Bowen. Again, he's going to give Sellers not much going there.
About a yard.
Well, I gave him a hard time Wednesday. We were at lunch together, and I told him, I said, didn't you used to wear 5? And he goes, when I was in junior high. I said, well, you gained a lot more yards then. And he kind of looked at me. I've met him a few times. I know him. I probably don't know him well enough that I should be giving him the shots. 3rd down and, let's just call it 3rd and 9 for Lincoln. And here we bring some folks. And we're
We
going to get
blitzed
him.
right
Yeah,
past him,
that's
though.
good.
We could have had him even further back. We blitzed right past him.
But
We went for the sack in the end zone.
Well, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with going for the home run there and trying to get a sack. They will punt, usually are 13, 14 yards back, so they're going to be close to the end line whenever he takes the snap. We should get excellent field position. And both teams have had 2 possessions. No score yet, 2:14 to go here in the first quarter. And Tigers bringing some, he gets away a pretty good punt, but it's going to go out of bounds. And we're going to get it around the 30-yard line. And that, right at the 30. So that's where the Tigers are going to get it 1st and 10. Man, we need to capitalize this time.
We do. That turnover at the 1 hurt, but not too bad. We don't let them get a first down. They punt it to us. We still got great field position. Just run the ball like we've been doing. Take a shot. You're in 4-down territory. I would love to see Redfern or Landon in the end zone on a fade somehow, because Knox, he does a good job of setting his feet and throw into that corner fast. He doesn't have to roll or anything. It's just a straight drop. That's the kind of passing game that we have right now. The quick pass or just a drop back with a fade.
And you're looking for it. You may get what you're looking for. Slightly overthrown and intended for Simrad.
It was close. I do like the shot. I don't know if I like it on first down right now, but I wanted a shot, so I like the shot.
I'm okay. I think it was good. Good coverage that time by Lincoln. It was overthrown, and that's a good place to put it if you're going to miss him.
He just needed a little extra burner there. Marshall will come in and split in this time.
2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. I got to give Lincoln a lot of credit. Their defense has done very well tonight.
What's funny is our tight end and our wingback this time are both Lincoln moves. They were from Lincoln and moved here.
Wingback.
He's going to get the ball.
There's Wetzel. Wetzel all the way down, close to the 20. Good call that time, Tigers. That's one of the better we've executed that this year. We have not executed that play great this year.
Nah, we haven't. Our line hasn't been stout enough, to be honest with you. We've always allowed a little bit of penetration. And last week, one of the reasons tight end and tackle weren't able to get through there. And so they're just clogging up everything. If your line doesn't block that and the guys you have pulling can't get through there, there's nowhere to go.
Well, it's 3rd down and 2. Well, let's call it a long 2.
I'm putting in Foster Lehman's hands, and he ain't in there right now. So you got Keandre and Cade Grant.
We got 2 downs to get it, and it's Keandre. He's got the first. He's got more. He's
Good.
Down close to the 15-yard line, so I like that. Tigers in business.
That's the exact thing I would do right there with Foster. So Keandre, not a bad option either. He's a guy that's got a lot of yards on the year, just being kind of a scat back, but he's always able to find a crease.
He's done an excellent job whenever he's been in there. And now he's still at the fullback position. You got Wetzel and I believe Harger, and now quick throw, and it is incomplete.
That one was there that time. Redfern jumped a little early, but he tried to high point the ball. Great job that time by Lincoln cornerback.
Tanner Barnum. And Barnum with excellent coverage that time. 2nd down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the 16.
I like that we're taking the shots. Don't become predictable where we only take them on first down. But I want that. And Landon and Redfern, they can. They can go get a ball.
You know something I'd like to see us do?
Okay, Grant to the outside.
Like to, well, I'd like to go the other way. I'd like to see a quick pitch. He's going
to
get the sweep. And the sweep, he's got some room. Hey, look at him go!
D-Mac.
Give him 6. He's in there. Keep wearing number 5, my friend. Hey.
Hey, you know what you said? You know what I'd like to see? I said, K. Grant to the outside. What is it? K. Grant to the outside. He finds a crease, cuts inside, give him 6. We're on the board.
Wow. And I still go back, and I'm very happy that the Tigers have done it. We had a turnover, but I still look 2 penalties. 2 penalties have, we had one that hurt us, that got us in bad field position. They had one that gave us possession, and that's what flipped the field. Higgins in for the extra point. On the hold of Laird. Good snap. Kicks on the way. It's up. It's good. And with 45 seconds to go in the first, Tigers 7, Wolves 0. We'll be back after this.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 47.
Okay, we're back, getting ready for the kick. Higgins, Lincoln looking for an onside kick. I think here, the way this game's going, I would play a game of field position, Ryan. I think both teams, neither one of them like blowing it away on offense. Here's a kick. That's a good kick. Get all the way to the end zone, and it does. Nice kick by Higgins, and that's going to put Lincoln at their own 20. So kicking game, again,
is
big factor.
Well, last year you had Lincoln had a team that really had a real quick score ability. I don't think they're going to have that quick score. Like I said earlier, this is not going to be just a score fest of sorts. This is more of a grinded-out type game. They're going to run Sellers a lot, and that's their offense. Give it to Sellers, let him control, let the line control the line of scrimmage, and let him pick up, 3 to 4 every time out of the spread. And then when you start stacking the box, we'll throw it outside just a little bit. But it's not an explosive offense, just like ours isn't really an explosive offense right now. We're both grinded out type teams.
Well, their offensive linemen are getting a nice push for Sellers all night. This
Gibbs
time,
going to be 22.
That's going to be Arnold, and Arnold's not going to get much. Good job by our defense that time. Who's in there? That's
man, it's so far away.
Hey, Grant was one of them. Laird,
I think, number 10.
And looks like maybe Skates also.
He was wearing 14 today. He must have called John David and got his jersey. You know what? He was wearing 14 to school all day. There's a couple of them. One of them had Foster Lehman had 84 on. I was like, that's a wide receiver or tight end number, man. He goes, I'm waiting on Colin Bryant to bring me his jersey.
Second down, and let's call it 8 for the Wolves. They haven't gone to the air yet, I don't think, have they, Ryan? That's the end of the first quarter. 1 quarter of play, the Tigers are up 7-0.
Kimball Mechanical Systems specializes in installing plumbing, HVAC, and electrical systems in mid to large housing projects, including subdivisions, apartment complexes, and military housing. Kimball wants to partner with more people who want to earn a good living in the skilled trades. Kimball is the largest mechanical contractor in Arkansas with 8 other locations nationwide. Kimball is proud to have won Arkansas's Best Places to Work 5 years in a row. They provide excellent benefits and an amazing family-oriented culture. For great job opportunities, check out kmsjobs.com.
To buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture. He'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger.
Okay, there we go. And now, hey, new quarterback in, and nice job. Good tackle that time.
That's Noe Avellaneda.
How you say
I remember saying his name last.
Avellaneda?
I guess that was his. I remember saying his name a couple times last year. It feels like
well,
maybe it was a brother because it says he's a sophomore.
That was Cottle on the tackle, so it's 3rd and 8. So Avellaneda now he's rolling to his right. He's quick. He's looking.
Try to throw.
Oh, he throws. It is complete. And good job by the Wolves. They get
that's
the first,
number 5, Levi Wright.
Oh my goodness.
No, that's number 8. Marcus Sturgill.
Sturgill, and there's a flag, a late flag. Ryan, I want you to see this. We stopped them about a foot short of the first down, and then there's a personal foul call, and I believe it's on Prairie Grove. And so the Tigers had them stopped, and now with another penalty, going to keep them alive.
dorks. That's all I can say.
You got to be smarter than that.
Got to be smarter than that. Let's see who's going in, who's coming out. We'll find out. Marshall Montgomery's coming in. Harder's coming out. I wonder if it was on him.
Let's see.
That's another senior mistake.
Coach Absher getting over here by him.
I think it was. He's got his hands raised like, what did I do? But
Coach Laird didn't even give me eye contact. So. It's first down and 10 for the Wolves. Ball, they're on 44.
I've experienced the silent treatment before. It's rough. Shotgun snap.
And there's Sellers. Nice job. Since that first series, we've done a much better job on Sellers. Man, there's a little extracurricular activity starting to go on with these guys.
Well, the trenches are playing hard. And so, you know, Lincoln is kind of dominating us at the line of scrimmage. And so Prairie Grove's getting a little frustrated. They're getting back on some linebackers. They're going to take him out, though. David Hall, he's the one that was kind of frustrated there. He'll come out. Jacob London will come in. He's a sophomore. You know, you're giving up quite a bit of size there when you take out Hall for London. But let's see how London does.
And quick pass, nice completion.
Oh, Foster.
Oh, man, he might go all the way, Ryan. He is going to go. Nice play by the Wolves. They go,
Foster.
Wow, that is a 56-yard reception. And they found the hole and found the seam, and Lincoln goes into the end zone. Touchdown for the Wolves.
That one's on Foster Lehman. That was just a bad pursuit right there. He had a chance to make a play on the guy, and he whiffed.
Well, and I'm going to say this again. Both teams, penalties. Penalty kept that drive alive. They would have had 4.5 yards at their 30. They probably wouldn't have gone for it at their own 30 at this stage of the game. We would have the ball right now. Instead, 2 plays after the penalty, it's a touchdown for Lincoln. And
definitely the case. Penalties.
How you say his name again?
Avellaneda is what I've been saying.
Avellaneda. Oh, they missed the extra point. That could be huge. Did we have an update on that Gentry score?
16-0.
16-0. So a Gentry win. Unless we lose by 21 points, if I'm not mistaken, Ryan, a Gentry win pretty much guarantees us we're going to go to the playoffs. But we're in a dogfight tonight.
But where we go? Hamburg.
Well, Hamburg is a 4 seed. And 5th seed, I looked that up too. That could be, I believe that could be Pocahontas. It could be, there's a bunch of them it could be. But more than likely, it would be like Pocahontas or I can't remember the other schools over there. West Side, Jonesboro. It's still a long trip.
Right. A long drive to one part of the state or a long drive to the other. And you're talking polar opposites there, kind of way east or way south.
That kicker for Lincoln's a good-sized young man, number 62.
He's going to kick it. Landon's going to field it at about the 25. It's a fair catch.
Not sure why Fair caught that.
A lot of times our upbacks are told to do that. The tight end guys are kind of just told, you know, we'll take that field position. Now, he's saying my bad. But usually they kind of tell him, if they're going to kick it to us at the 30, just go ahead and take it.
So the Tigers start 1st and 10. Ball at their own 29. We're 10.5 minutes to go in the first half.
Looks like Foster and Harger in the backfield this time. Wetzel in motion.
And the give is to Foster Lehman. He's hit once. He stays on his feet. And
man, 57 from Lincoln put a lick on him that time. Nathan Killing. Now, it didn't matter. Foster shook it off and kept going.
But, man, he took a shot.
But it stopped him in his tracks.
2nd down and 8 for the Tigers.
Unstoppable force, unmovable object look right there.
Man, Lincoln they're big across the line. 62, I don't have a 62 on this roster. Do you have 62 on yours?
I do not.
I don't know who he is, but
he moved in yesterday. I'll try to find out at halftime. We got a Prairie Grove graduate over there on the Lincoln broadcast crew, so.
Laird throws. It's just
way outside.
He threw that ahead of time, ahead of schedule there, and it's incomplete. So it's 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers. Man.
If he could have just angled it a little bit more down the field, I think maybe Cordell gets there. That one wasn't going many places, though. .9:38 left in the second quarter.
And it's 7-6. Prairie Grove having a hard time moving the ball tonight.
I smell a waggle play and Keandre catching it underneath. Nope. Instead, it's going to be a screen to Keandre.
And Keandre's got to get upfield. He breaks the one tackle he needs to. Still on his feet. Keandre, look at him go. He's still on his 30. Nice cut by Keandre. He's at the 25. And he's all the way down to the Lincoln 22-yard line. Hey! Oh, and a late flag. And another flag.
That's a little bit of a robbery in a way. You know, it's a battle for the other side of Highway 62.
With all due respect, I would not go. That's almost holy ground in the state of Arkansas. One of the greatest rivalries in the state. We have rivalry with Lincoln too, but
you know, with Farmington moving out of the conference and Lincoln being good last year and Prairie Grove being down, it makes it more of a, you know, a painful thing. You know, there's a little bit more fight here, and we have a couple starters that are from Lincoln, and so it kind of, you know, you kind of move to upgrade, you come over here, and it makes it a little bit of a battle.
Ryan, that penalties tonight, we've got to cut this stuff out. I mean, that's 2 or 3 penalties that are after the play. Last time it cost us.
Laird is in the ear of the official on this side, pointing at him. I think he was telling him, you know where that came from.
Well, think about the last personal foul penalty. The next 2 plays, they score. We were down to the 20-yard line. This backs us up to the 35, but it's 1st and 10. Ball at the Lincoln 35. We're down to 8 seconds on the play clock. And it's going to be a give to Harger. Harger looking for a hole, nothing.
Redfern is hard. He's blocking a guy twice his size.
Martinez on that tackle. 78's big boy.
There's a flag, though.
Man. He's looking like it's going to be against us, the way he's holding the ball and standing.
Cottle's almost acting like someone kicked him.
There we go. And that is, if I'm not mistaken, that's 4 personal foul penalties for us tonight, Ryan. 4.
Well, we keep it up. We're going to have more penalty yards than.
We have more penalty yards now than we do offensive yard.
It'd be pretty close. We had that one big run.
He kicked. I guess he kicked him. So that's 2nd down and 25 now. Think, we were at the 20-yard line, and 2 penalties, Ryan, have backed us up to midfield. That is.
It's just dumb football. It's you're letting the other team's actions dictate how you play, and you can't do that. You have to have a little bit more maturity than that. You know, we've struggled with that a little bit. We have. So it's got to be one of those deals where we clean it up and we produce.
2nd down and 25, and now Laird back to pass. He's got some time. He throws. He's got Simrad. Nice.
Got it.
Oh, he dropped it. Oh.
Man, replay that. That was so close. But that's what you want to do. You want to give him a chance like that. He's going to come down with that more often than not.
I didn't see who the coverage was on. He did a nice job.
Oh, cameraman, get there. 13 was the guy in coverage. That's Lincoln Morphus. We heard that name before.
Well, he did a really good job on defense because Simrad had it in his hands, and then he knocked it out of his hands. So it was a good defensive play. You give him, and you give credit where credit's due, and I thought it was an excellent play.
Oh, it was a great play. You know, you hate to try to take too much at once. You're in 4-down territory. You had 3 downs, but.
And now we're back to pass again. Laird's got a little more time. Needs to throw it, though. He's got it across the field.
Whoa. They're calling it incomplete.
No, he's got it.
Did you replay that one?
They're saying incomplete.
I missed it.
They're saying incomplete, so it'll be 4th down. And the Lincoln fans are happy over there. I got to tell you,
yeah.
they're excited. I'll tell you, this is a long game.
I punt this dude.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
We're in a field position battle. So,
Ryan, I see keys in the game, and right now, penalties have. I mean, you've got almost a 14-point swing here. We don't have
9 guys out there.
We don't have the penalty on their play before their touchdown.
We have 10 guys out there.
And we just got a penalty. We got 2 penalties back to back, and we get another penalty. It's all night. It's all night.
We only have 10 guys out there. Come on, coach. Who's paying attention? You only got 10.
Definitely catch it.
They rewound, and they're saying it's a definite catch. I did see him kind of bobble it and it go up on his shoulder a little bit there, and the Lincoln guy signaled no catch, and then the ref did. Surely he wouldn't let a kid make the call, but
he did. So 4th down and 30 for the Tigers, and oh man, and all around just not Ryan. We didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage after the punt. So.
Well, it was 4th down and 35 or something like 4th down and all the way to Farmington. So,
good grief.
It doesn't feel like we're up by 1, does it?
No. Well, I mean, we'll see it at halftime when Miles gives us the penalties, but I've counted 4 personal foul penalties, and they've been costly. And you can't keep doing that.
This time, 24 is at quarterback.
Oh, still 2.
He got a 24 on his helmet.
He's got 2 on his jersey.
I saw that. I saw the helmet and went with 24. That's Noe Avellaneda again. Sellers in the backfield with him. That's false advertising. They'll go trips to that far side.
Avellaneda again at quarterback, and Bowen's, he's done this 2 times in a row. They're going to he keeps it, and he's got some room, and he's going to go. He all the way down into Prairie Grove territory, down to the Prairie Grove 40. Tackle made by Wetzel.
Man, I wish Keandre could have knocked that dude out. He was the second guy there.
And now Laird's down. Laird's going to be down. Let's take a timeout while they attend to Knox.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims.
Buy a new recliner.
David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-8.
Okay, we're back. Laird got up on his own strength and a quick pass. It looks like it's going to be a double pass. And looking across field, he's got a man wide open, and he dropped it.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, he dropped it.
Oh, my gosh. Wetzel, I don't know what you're doing, brother, but you had no idea the guy was going behind you. That almost looked like 2 forward passes, too. Who are you looking for?
Davis on the reception. He's the guy that's caught the last touchdown, isn't he, tied in?
I think so.
That time he drops it.
I don't know what Wetzel was doing, but he was sleeping. But that may have been 2 forward passes.
No, I think he was behind the line.
Was it back?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. They set it up. The pass was thrown by Arnold. 2nd down and 10. I like the play call that time by Lincoln. Avellanado, he's got him open again.
Grant almost got it again.
Oh.
That's why he's not a receiver, though. He's a running back. I'm just glad he's making plays on the ball, though. I need to start telling him just go ahead and throw him down, though. Don't tip him back up.
Lincoln must be looking at 4 down territory here. They're looking at 3rd and 10, and they're at the 41. They pick up 5 here. They'll definitely go for it.
Hall will come back in.
Let me go for it anyway.
Higgins is in at cornerback. Cade Grant, Foster Lehman, and Keandre is your guys in the back.
Avellanado, he seems to be a little quicker than Bowen when he was in. Not quite as tall.
No.
Quick pass.
Oh, right to Grant!
And Grant gets the interception.
He got one that time. Hey, we tipped that at the line of scrimmage, I think.
Let's see the replay.
Oh, Billy Grizzle.
And do we
I think it's too late now. That's all right. We won't blame them too much, even though it was their fault.
Rookie mistake tonight.
Game 10. Game 10, you got to have this together.
Give him some. Josie's been on that thing most of the year, so we'll cut him some slack.
Next year, perfection.
You're doing a good job, buddy. Hey, first down and 10 for the Tigers. Let's do something. There's Foster Lehman.
No, that's Knox.
Knox.
He faked the read and took it himself, so just a direct keep.
He faked me out that time for sure.
That's good. I'd like to see us go a little faster here and just trying to keep some momentum.
It's 7-6. Prairie Grove in the lead. And
22-0. Is that what he just said? Gentry?
Gentry. If they're up 22-0, that sets well for the Tigers. And here's the give. Fumble, and Laird's going to fall on it. Man. So that's a loss. Now it's going to be third down and 10. I think I heard Shiloh was up 7-0, and I anticipated, and I'm a little surprised that game's closer. I anticipated Shiloh.
No, I thought it'd be tight for a while, and then it could at the end, kind of let go of the rope a little bit. But no, I think for the conference championship, I think both teams are going to be tight, and both teams are going to be fired up, and that's a bad recipe sometimes. You know what I mean? It's not what you normally are.
For me on the eye test, I would have never thought it. Just with using the playoff committee's terminology.
Ooh, we moved a little bit there, but that's
fumbled
right.
again, and we're going to get it. Oh no! Simrad ends up with it. It's fourth down.
Skates.
Oh, Skates.
That's our other player of the game from last week.
Good night. So it's fourth down. Tigers are going to punt. Man, this quarter's taking forever. Of course, with that many penalties, what do you expect? 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Tigers only up 7-6. There's optimism here in the press box. I said only, and someone said at least we're winning.
It doesn't feel like it, though.
It really doesn't. We're winning by 1. And here, that's going to be a good punt. That's going to take a good roll.
Almost touched his head.
And that's going to go all the way inside, down close to the 15-yard line. So,
well, if it's a game of field position, that's what you want.
And that's what it's been tonight. Truly a game of field position, Ryan. One big play by Lincoln, and following, like I mentioned a few times, the penalty. 5:33 to go here in the first half. It's been close throughout.
Redfern will be in at safety this time, along with Keandre.
They got away from what was effective for them. I mean, that first couple drives, they were just giving it to Sellers. Now, we did a good job on the second and third series, but they're going to give it back to Sellers, and Sellers going to pick up about 5.
Black and Hall that time on the tackle.
I said he got 5. He got more like closer to 6 or 7. So we'll call it 2nd and 4 for Lincoln. But man, he got a nice run.
And Sellers falls forward too. He not only runs kind of with his shoulders in front of him, but he falls forward real well.
That's what you want to do when you're running the ball. You want to be having that body lean forward. And Avellanado, he keeps it. He's got the first. Oh, that's going to be a face mask. They're going to get him for it? No. Wow.
Guess not. It looked like it, didn't it?
Wow, look, he ripped his head off.
That was Keandre. He fights off a block right there. Good job by Keandre, and he grabs him and gets him out of bounds. Knox, he was there. He's just a little slow of foot, and that's a tough after he made his first move to try to readjust, but he did a good job of pursuing the ball.
Lincoln definitely playing with a lot of
good job
intensity.
that time. Skates No way.
He got away.
No
we had
way.
that nice job for Cottle to come in, but you got to give
88 Davis.
Davis, you got to give him credit. He bust out of there and he picks up all the way up to the 41-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain. We had him for essentially a no gain. You got to make that tackle.
It's a difference in possession right here. You make that tackle, it's 2nd and long. They're going to run something totally different. Now they're probably going to run something here, right up the middle, get that first down.
And it's going to be a keeper, and he's going to have the first down. It's 4 progress, going to get him up to the 45. So 4 minutes to go. Lincoln can score here. They get the ball to start second half, Ryan. This could be a huge possession for Lincoln. Tigers need to step up on the defense.
We do. We need the defense to kind of get them behind the chains somehow. So we need Lincoln to act like they're going to – we need them to pass. I mean, that's a lot of it. When they run the ball, they do a very good job running the ball. When they've tried to be more to the outside with the passes, it hasn't worked as well.
And Lincoln has seemed to be a little more diverse with Avellanado in the game.
Now, right here, we're stacking the box, though, so you should pass.
And what a nice play call. And they've got Sellers in open field. And he's
got him.
He's going to get all the way down to the Prairie Grove 34. Look at that
beautiful play call that time.
Excellent job by Lincoln. Boy, they got us all going to the –
You think that kid plays baseball with the arm slot that he just used to throw that ball?
Well, I'll tell you what, they brought everybody here to the near side and got our whole defense going that way, and they had blockers too. I'm actually surprised Sellers didn't go farther. We did a good job of stopping him at our 35. First down and 10 for Lincoln. They're on the move, and it's going to be a give to Sellers. And Sellers, nice job.
Tackle that time by Keandre.
Keandre, that was a good tackle. He came in there. I thought Sellers was about to take off for another big run.
Look at this replay right here. They give to Sellers. He goes to the outside. He goes to make a cut, and bam. That'll bring up 2nd and 8 for Lincoln.
.245 to go in the first half. Lincoln can do a lot of things here in their offense in this part of the field. They've got 4 down, so they've lot of options here for the Wolves.
Oh, there's Skates was close.
It's going to be intercepted by Keandre. Keandre still on his feet. Keandre looking for some room. He's at the 20. 25, get outside, Keandre. Look at him go. He's still dancing. He's at the 35. Oh. And now
there's a flag.
Yeah,
Keandre wanted a little bit more, and half the team grabbed him and told him no.
You got to do that. Look at
Jack Reynolds, coach, he grabbed him. He looked like he was in his linebacker days right there. He had him 10 yards back before he could even move.
You know what? They're going to get the late hit, and I know why they called it.
Yeah.
But when you're tackling someone and you got that momentum, I mean,
I think you knew though. You knew.
Yeah.
You knew. You probably still could have hit him a little bit and then not called it.
But
you took him to the ground.
He was holding him. Yeah.
You can let go.
Yeah.
You can let go. You can. Now it's one of those deals where if it's right on the line, you're right. It's tough to let up.
Yeah.
But there was nothing that guy. I mean, he was out of bounds. Yeah. He was in the middle of our, sideline and all of our other guys. He was just trying to make it look.
Bless you. All right, so Prairie Grove's got the ball 1st and 10 at the midfield stripe, 2:20. Boy, we need to put it in the end zone here. Here comes Wetzel in motion, and it's going to be a give. And
that was a hold. If Cage Adams, I can't believe he didn't get called for a hold right there.
No flag. I'm shocked. Well, we held.
The bad part is we had an opening out there. We didn't have a good block by the guys pulling. We need 9 guys to block well. We really do.
2nd down and 8 for the Tigers. Ball at the 48. We're down to 1:45. We got all 3 timeouts. I wish I had a headset. Just a reminder, we got all 3 timeouts here. Now Laird back to throw. He's got that.
Keandre.
They're going to call
he didn't make a play on the ball. You got to make a play on the ball there. He never once turned his head. Let's replay that one, Billy.
And look at there. No, you're right. He just, yeah.
Good job by Keandre making sure there was contact as he goes up for the ball.
Well, that's going to get Prairie Grove the ball at the 33-yard line with 1:33. We got all 3 timeouts here, Ryan. We need to be smart with our clock management.
Oh, yeah. I mean, now, where we were at position-wise before, I can understand not using them yet, just in case you don't get the first down. Now you have the first down. So make sure that you have enough time to score.
Well, you got 133. I don't have any problem here. I think, Ryan, you got one or two more.
I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm giving it to Cade Grant.
I don't have a problem doing any passing to Simrad either. As long as he's got his man on a height basis. I'm okay with that if Lair can get it in close to him. We're going to run the ball here.
Foster
Lehman, he fumbled the ball.
No way.
And
they got it. My goodness.
So Lincoln's going to recover at the 25-yard line with 1:26 to go. So Lincoln will take over, and they get a big turnover. So both teams, it's been a back-and-forth game. They threw the interception. They were driving. We just fumbled the ball. We were driving. We were aided by some penalties. But it's first down and 10 for Lincoln. They got the ball there on 25. Now they have all 3 of their timeouts. Now they got 75 yards to go, though.
My goodness. That's frustrating. Missed opportunities right there. Come back and get you.
Can't give up the points here before the half. Lincoln gets to start the second half. Avellanado at quarterback. He's got Sellers. He's going to give it to Sellers. Sellers has got.
Take a timeout here.
I do.
Play to win.
Yeah.
I take it until they get a first down, right? Now the negative would be if they end up getting it, but
if you hold them here, they're not trying to score.
No, they'd be getting to the line fast. Oh, I mean, they're trying to score. They're just not doing it in a very hastily way, so they're going to make sure we don't get the ball back. They're playing just as conservative as we are right now. Both coaches probably okay with going to halftime like this. Oh, can we get a fumble back?
Yeah, well. He's trying to call a timeout. He's been trying to call it for 7 seconds. He tried to call it for 7 seconds.
Yeah, I think if I was going to call a timeout here, I'd have called it on the last one too and had more time left.
Yeah, but you wanted what you didn't want to do is give them a timeout, because if they'd have made a first down there, you would have given them a free,
True.
I'm okay with the timing up. The problem is he should have.
41 seconds. 41 seconds. There we go.
Well, that's about right. He was trying to get it almost at the end of the play, so ball's on the 30-yard line. It's 3rd down and 5 for Lincoln.
We got a nice little fire in the background in our
in the neighborhood.
They can't have a bell, so I guess they'll have a fire instead.
They're staying warm.
We are too up here. That's one nice thing about being up in the box. It's a lot warmer in here.
I hope wherever we go next week, if we get to go somewhere, Ryan, I hope that we're not like we were last year. Where we were down in Lone Oak last year.
Yes, it was cold and we stood outside.
We had to stay outside. Avellanado back to pass, throws complete. Now
they got the first down.
Oh, nice tackle. Wow, David Hall.
They did get the first down, though.
That's David Hall. I like the way that's good tackling right there.
I remember it was cold last year. I remember at halftime I went into the press box, and if Nacho's listening and Maya, I went in there, and when I bent down to heat up my hands during halftime, I split my pants. I was like, you got to be kidding me. It's already cold, and now I got to vent.
Well, we won't use any more timeouts now. And he pumps, throws. He's going deep. It's going to be Cade Grant interception. Yep, he's got it. 17 seconds.
That's cool. Nice hit that time by Hayden Black. Watch Hayden get through the line here and get a hit on the quarterback.
I'm anxious to see the stats here because I don't know. There's been at least, I think Lincoln's got 3 turnovers. We have 2 or 3 turnovers, penalties galore. It's really for a game, to be honest, for a game 10 in the season, it is it's been a sloppy game.
Ugly. Can we put Landon and Redfern on the same side and just send them both and just throw it up to them, let them both go try?
I would try to split somebody out and go on the opposite side of Morphus. Laird's got to throw it though.
Ooh, ugly pass that time. He should have just planted his feet and let it go. Ten seconds left.
Coach Asher's telling him something. Coach Asher's letting him know, it's like, hey, you got to throw it,
And this is where, I love seeing Higgins in, who's just got a little bit more ability and a little bit more gunslinger in him, but he does make the mistakes sometimes. And so he might throw an interception right there where, Laird throws it in a place that only Landon could get it if he's going to get it.
Well, it looks like we're going to, I bet you we run here, Ryan. Nope.
Reverse.
No, he's going to get sacked, though. That's going to
Better
probably
take your timeout, or are you going to go to half?
He's going to go to half. That's going to do it. Well, it's halftime. Prairie Grove 7, Lincoln 6. The difference is a missed extra point. I'm going to wait for Miles to take a look at these stats, something I've been wanting to look at, not so much the yardage as much as turnovers and penalties.
Roofing is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance.
Ryan, why don't you read our stats for us tonight?
All right, total offense. Lincoln 160 yards, Prairie Grove 135. Both teams have run 30 plays. Lincoln's averaging 5.5 per
locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential
rushing yards. Lincoln has 63. Receiving, Lincoln has 96. They had the one big long reception.
54-yard play, yeah.
And then Prairie Grove 53. Penalties, 5 penalties, 65 yards for Prairie Grove. Lincoln 4 for 50.
So 4 of those were 15-yarders.
Yes.
And how many did they have?
They had 4 for 50. 15. We had 5 for 65.
Yep.
Both teams have turnovers. They have 3 turnovers. We have 2. You look at time of possession, both teams have held it for about 12 minutes. First downs, both teams, we got 6. They've got 8. Knox is 2 for 10 for 53 yards. Our leading rusher is Foster with 3 for 35. Jared is 6 for 26. Kay Grant's 3 for 17 with a touchdown. Wetzel 4 for 14. Sellers for them is 12 for 28. We've done a good job. Avellaneda has 4 for 35. He's their leading rusher. And defensive-wise, David Hall with 5 tackles, Caudill with 4, Keandre and a bunch of guys, Jared with 2. That's halftime, sponsored by David's Roofing.
Our other sponsors, PG Telco, Prairie Grove Christian Church, David's Roofing, who sponsors halftime and our player of the game, Hutchins Construction, Kimball Mechanical Systems, Harton's Furniture, Prairie Grove Auto Quest. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for the second half.
bring our tribute continues up to a close with one of the great rock songs of all time. Featuring trumpet soloist for 'Ladies and gentlemen, as the band prepares to take the field, I'd just like to thank Mr. Martin Marks and all the band parents for helping the band this year. If you see these clocks that are set to 3 and 4 o'clock, that's part of the show. Some people kind of missed. This over here on their left is supposed to be darkness. You're going to see some neat stuff tonight. Please hope you enjoy it. The band is under the direction of Mr. Michael Ferguson and me, Gary Nichols. Mr. Ferguson's going to direct this evening because our drum major, Ellie Giardino, who won some things this year, outstanding drum, won some recognition this year. She's got the flu. We'd like to dedicate this show to our singers who've worked so hard for so long to be the award-winning band we are. Our drum captain is Mr. John Weaver. Our flag captain is Lindsay Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, Prairie Grove presents with pride the big bad band from Tigerland. Here's our award-winning 2019 show, The Witching Hour. broken a record tonight. They have sold 36 gallons of hot chocolate at the concession stand. They assure me that they have plenty. So if you want some hot chocolate, make your way over to the concession stand right now.
Okay, we're getting ready to start the second half. Lincoln will receive. We got an update on the score, and I'm a little surprised by it. It's all tied up at 14 with Pea Ridge and Shiloh. I was looking for an update on Gentry. 30-0 Gentry on Gravett. That victory, unless we lose by 21 tonight, I think, Ryan, that victory almost seals that we're going to the playoffs. I think.
Seals it where we're going to, doesn't it?
Not necessarily. If we were to lose tonight, it'd be a three-way tie. Yeah, pretty much we're going to Hamburg. Yeah, we're going to probably end up, even the loss tonight, we'll probably still go to Hamburg. Well, no, actually, it doesn't matter if it's 21 points, Ryan, because the 13, they get a max of 13, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah, we're going to Hamburg. I hope that. But now we need to play. Regardless, we need to play for some pride here, and you don't want to lose these guys for a second year in a row.
Well, you don't have to see him a ton, but there's that chance occasion you see him in Fayetteville or at a school event. You're going to hear about it. Basketball season.
Oh, yeah. And here comes kick by Higgins. Man, kicks it deep, and
it's pretty dangerous that he just let that go like that.
It is, because he's man, that thing could have, yeah, you're right, because that thing could have died about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, that's a live ball. But it works out for them. They'll get the ball at the 20 to start the second half, 7-6 Prairie Grove.
I'd like to see the Tigers, start with a good defensive stance and get one quick in the end zone here early in the third quarter.
A lot of it, like we talked about last time, both teams are moving the ball decently well besides the penalties and the turnovers. Field position. So just make sure you don't get them let them able to flip the field on you, and you should be in a good shape.
And it's going to be a Sellers give.
Got him.
Not much going. I saw Harcher.
The first guy there was Hall. He even flexed a little bit after that.
Hall, that's nice. That's a nice way to start the second half.
I wish he could bring that energy and attitude every time, but he's struggled a little bit this year, I think, with the position change and guys kind of really focusing on him, I think, a little bit.
And there's some movement, and that's going to back them up more. So Tigers get a nice little start here.
Kind of feels like our first possession.
It does. And I hope our coaching staff at halftime said you got to stop
silliness.
extracurricular activities. That's the stuff that really can change the dynamics of the game. 2nd down and 16. And now Alvarado rolling to his right, or left, and he's tackled there.
Redfern.
Dayton Davis, he's the guy that scored the touchdown, and he dropped a potential other one.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that hit him right square in the numbers.
Oh, that was not. So it's going to be 3rd down. They pick up about 7 there. It's going to be 3rd down and 8.
You know, Avellanado does a good job that time, just stringing it out, wait, and gets him there at the last second. But good job by Redfern. He's the far side free safety. He comes all the way across coverage and is able to get there and get him down.
So 3rd and 8. We need to get him off the field here. We'll get good field position if we do. And they send Arnold in motion, and it's a straight drop, and it's a screen pass to Sellers. We got to get. That's a block in the back, and they got him.
Decent hit by Redfern that time. He ends up going down, but he makes the tackle here.
Man, it's going to be 4th down, and I believe they'll punt here. I think they'll punt here.
You would think, but again, it is close here. It'd be if you're playing to win. You know what I'm saying? If you've got you know,
it's too early in the game.
But if you go to the whole academy, you know, Kevin Kelly, the idea here with a high school punter is that they're going to get it at the 45 and most likely score. So if you go ahead and go for it right here, that's his theory, Kevin Kelly.
Well,
it's going to go out of bounds. He does kick it out of bounds most of the time.
He goes out at the Prairie Grove 47-yard line. Well, if you don't make it, you just picked up about 25 yards. I'll take that in a game like tonight. I think you know, I don't disagree with his philosophy. You know, I'll do some, but the one thing about it is that you got to assess the situation of the day.
Right.
If you're in a game where it's like, you know, we're scoring everybody's scoring every time, so every possession counts. In a game like this, and I'm not saying every possession doesn't count, but it's not like it's a scoring fest. Harger on the carry. Harger, nice hard run. Stays on his feet, still on his feet, and he's going to pick up 4 yards. That's a tough 4 yards, but good run that time by Jared.
Yeah, it was. There's just a little bit of a crease right there, and he gets in it. But that second level of Lincoln does a great job of meeting guys before they can get past the second level. But he hits him, and they move the pile a little bit. Cade Horn was leading the way there, and so it'll bring up 2nd and 6. Simrad will come in at split in. I wonder if he just borrowed his jersey from his brother. That's what number his brother wore.
It's 2nd down and 6. Boy, I'd like to get a touchdown and get a little bit of breathing room here. The give's going to be to Harger on the left side. Harger's got the first and more. He's still on his feet inside the 40, down close to the 35-yard line of the Wolves. Good job by Jared Harger on the carry.
You replay that, Billy, and I'll tell you why I felt good. I watched Skates fight through, and Skates was leading 3 to 4 yards up the field, and not because he missed someone, but because the path was there. And when you can't get your guards out onto that next level guy, the sweep just doesn't work. That time you get your guard out on the next level guy, and you're able to pick up a first down. That's a good run that time.
Marshall Montgomery bringing in the play. And you know what? I like these jerseys.
I do. You can see. And they look good with the yellow breeches.
They do. And now comes in motion, and it's a give. That's
Harger
at fullback that time. He lined up at fullback? Hey, you run that again, Billy Boy?
He said, sure thing, boss.
I couldn't see where he lined up.
The referee's going to take a timeout.
Oh, there looks like something to do with equipment there. He picked up 6 or 5 at least. So that's a good. Well, that fire looks awfully warm over there, doesn't it?
It's not that bad in here.
No.
But I do have. I'm bundled up too. So.
Well, it's 2nd down. We'll call it a long 4 for Prairie Grove. 7:53 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers on the march, and boy, we need to put it in the end zone this time.
Black's at tight end.
And there is Wetzel. Wetzel's got room. He's inside the 25, down to the 23. It's a first down for the Tigers. Moved the ball well this time, Ryan.
He did. It was cool that time seeing Blackett tight end, and they pulled him. He was leading the way that time. What's your call? You take your shot here, or you keep running the ball?
No, I think it's working. I think right now it's working. You stay with it. This is kind of what I expected. What we've been doing on this drive and the way we're blowing off the ball a little more, that's kind of what I expected at the beginning of the game. And I don't know if Lincoln's wearing down or we just had a good halftime talking to. And now Laird, and they are going for it, and it is give him 6. He got it. Hey!
I'm surprised they didn't call the push that time. Watch him there in the corner.
If we got it, did the cameraman get it? Yeah, he got it. Yeah, he pushed there, but he got it. Good catch by Simrad, the sophomore. And, boy, that's a big kick. I mean, a big catch there.
I love that we're looking for him. I know we haven't connected well except for on that one little slant play, but the kid can catch. If we can get the ball close to him, Ryan, he's going to find a way.
You know the good news? He's a sophomore. He's a sophomore. I like it. See, he's the kind of guy I can see being a playmaker in the future.
Oh, I mean, me and Coach Absher talked about it even before he moved up here. You know, the sophomore class had struggled. They've struggled all the way through. I coached them all the way through. They didn't have a good coach, and they've struggled to kind of put it together. But he's one of those guys in that group that you knew with his talent that in the right situation,
well, he made a great catch
he'd
there.
Be great.
Made a good catch there. Laird got it in his vicinity, and you know Morphus is Lincoln Morphus is very athletic as well. And he did it.
And he's made some great plays on the ball tonight.
Hey, those are two sophomores. They'll see each other again, I'm sure. Well, it's 14-6. Prairie Grove got a little breathing room this time. The missed extra point by Lincoln could play big.
They still have one more chance to go for 2 there, but if we're able to get another score, then it does come into play quite a bit. Higgins will kick off for Prairie Grove.
Well, I'd like to see him kick it and watch it just die at the 5. Let that kid let it go again.
John King, Alex Kierick, Frazier, Simrad, Keandre, Grant on this side of the kickoff coverage.
And that's another good kick. He's going to fill it this time about the 15-yard line. That's Arnold. Arnold's over the 20. He's going looking for the corner, and he's hit by
David Hall.
David Hall and 61. Was he over there helping him out?
King.
John King. So 7 minutes to go here, and Simrad. Oh, man, I like that. That was good. He's smiling. Landon has got a big smile on his face. I could see it through the black helmet there.
All right, defense, hold the rope.
14-6, Tigers.
What did PJ Flex say? Row the boat.
PJ Flex got a big game tomorrow.
He does.
And Sellers, wow, nice run.
Knox got there. Another guy comes in and punches it out. I didn't see who the guy was that punched it out. Knox got there first, though.
Keandre knocked that ball loose. It was a good job by Avellanato to pick up the fumble there. But that was a gain of about 7 or 8. Now it's only a gain of probably 2. So 6.5 minutes to go here in the third.
Lincoln will spread them. Twins to both sides. Shotgun. Avellanato.
And he keeps it. Oh, nice move. Oh, there's a hold. He picks up a few, but man, what a hold. Did you see that?
No, I missed the hold. I was trying to see how Carter Skates was going to play that. He was going mano versus el tu mano. And I was like, is he going to go to the outside, make him cut inside? Is he going to go? And he held his own for a while and let the other guys get there.
3rd down and 4 to go for Lincoln. Big 3rd down play here. Boy, Prairie Grove could get them out. It'd be 2 straight 3 and outs. If I'm them, I'm looking for a read off of. Well, I thought it was Sellers there. It's complete. Nice job. Arnold's got the 1st down. Good quick play.
Replay that one, Billy. Let's take a look at the coverage up close because you know they don't need a lot. He's that inside slot receiver. Just a little quick play. Man, Cottle was there, though.
Cottle almost knocked that down.
He's a long guy, too. The arm slot by Abakakpa is really, really good. Like, he's done a great job of not trying to overthrow. He sidearmed some. Like, his slot's helped out a lot tonight.
And here comes Skates. Oh, Skates had him. Oh, and there comes here comes the cavalry.
Good deal.
And Keandre, boy, Skates got him held up enough, and the rest of the gang, led by Hobbs, stops him for about a yard gain.
Great job that time.
Boy, get him off the field, get up 2 scores. Yeah, I think with Gentry's win tonight, it just doesn't matter. We're heading to Hamburg because now they're Gravett falls to 3 and 4. If we were to lose, we'd be 3. And I think, like I said, Lincoln would have to beat us. I don't think they can win by enough points.
I started to say, if we're going to Hamburg, no matter what, let's go ahead and thump on Lincoln before we do.
Well, we got a long way to go. And
Skates has got him.
And he may have gotten another yard. So I'm going to bring up 3rd and 8. And now, Ryan, at this stage in the game, late in the game, it wouldn't surprise me if that this is not a 4-down territory for them.
Right. 14-6. Still possession for them. Still possession for them. They could punt still.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise. I'm just saying.
If you got past the 50, yeah. I agree with you.
What I'm saying is it wouldn't surprise me if they go for here. If they get halfway and get close to 50, why not?
Gotcha.
I'm not saying I'd do it.
We got 3 safeties this time. Knoxville back up. Oh, man, their offensive coordinator or coach, whoever it is furious over there. And it's their own fault. But you got a sophomore at quarterback. I mean, they went up to the line. They tried the hard count. It didn't work. So he calls the audible. He kind of shares the word to everybody. Knox backs up, and he looks back over there like, Coach, what do I do now? You know, and I couldn't tell what he said. And then Knox came back up in there, and he was like waiting. And he just waited a little too long. In the backfield with him is number 9. That's Matthew Sheridan. I don't know why Sellers isn't back there also.
I don't know if he got hurt or that. Man, we got a little pressure on him. We got to get him back
Skates
there. Boy.
Almost had
got him with enough guys there. Hall,
Cottle
there.
Skates was there.
Gunner, yeah, you got Cottle.
On the bottom was Harger.
And so got a guys there. Now they're going to punt. And so Prairie Grove has stopped them both times of their possessions here in the second half. And we're now under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. A score here, forcing them to score twice in the fourth quarter would really put some heat on Lincoln. Boy, he's not back very far. Man, go after the punt. He's not even 10 yards back. He's not 10 yards back. Go after it.
Oh, it's a fake. Cottle's almost there.
They got him. They got him.
Oh, they lost 15 yards on the fake punt. I bet he wishes he had that one back.
So that was Marshall Montgomery over there making the tackle, a lot of other guys. But now Prairie Grove's going to have excellent field position. I don't know if that was a planned fake because it was just a low snap. He decided to take it.
Well, it looked pretty bad either way. I'm glad it was their poor execution and not ours.
Kicking game, penalties, they can be a big difference. And there's another one right there.
All right, let's see who's in the backfield this time. Foster and Cade. I still want to see a.
You want to see Cade on the outside standing
up
like
there he is.
There he is. Can you get up? Oh,
nope.
Nice tackle.
Man, Cade, if Carter can just get that block a little bit more.
Boy, Blake Arnold made a nice shoestring tackle on that one. Got him 2nd down and 12 for the Tigers.
I got trust in D-Mac out there.
Second down and 12. We're down to right at the 2-minute mark here to go in the third quarter. Tigers need to punch this one in, Ryan. That would be a little insurance here to go into the fourth quarter. Probably force them to start throwing the ball a little more. And here is a give. And
that's him again.
And he's going to get, this time, Cade gets 4 yards down close to the 20. So it's going to be 3rd and about 4, and we're in 4-down territory for sure.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, really, that's what the first one should have looked like. That would have been first down.
And, Ryan, I'm not so sure we're not in field goal territory.
Oh,
I mean,
definitely with Higgins.
With a field goal here, you go up 2 scores. That's not the worst option here. Although I think I like our chances of getting a first down, but that field goal could be big.
That's about a 37-yarder where we stand right now.
He's done it.
But he's done it.
1:12 to go here in
Twins
the 3rd.
to one side. Hard count.
And Foster Lehman, he's got the first.
We spread them out that time and get them to think, you know, well, what are they doing with Grant all the way out there? And we go right up the middle with Foster, and that's a first down.
You know, we were not getting anything on up the middle in the first half, especially in the first quarter, Ryan. They were stuffing that. And this time, you know, we talked about earlier, we may have to get on the corners a little bit to open up inside, and that's done it.
I think so. You know, but we weren't getting to the corners real well in the first either, though, and we're doing both. So lines woke up a little bit, maybe some tiredness.
There's Foster Lehman right up the middle again, and Foster Lehman down inside the 10.
Good lead block that time by Cade Grant.
You know something.
Good block by the line.
Yeah. Oh, they did. They blew him off the line. I tell you what I'd like to see. I'd like to see a quick pitch. I like that play.
Oh, I do love the quick pitch.
Especially with Cade. All right, they're going to let the clock run on down. So we'll go. Well, no, I thought they were. Looks like they're going to run one more play. I thought they were running off the field there for a moment. They'll get one more play in for as long as it's not an incomplete pass. We'll get one more play in for the quarter. Down to 10 seconds, 8 seconds. Here is the give. That's Cade Grant.
Give it to him. Oh, they're going to call it short. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, they're going to stop him there. Well, Prairie Grove will be down on this other end to do the first down in the 4th quarter. That's going to do it.
Is Cade just trying to be nice and let someone else score?
No, trust me.
He's
trying to get
Knox on the keeper.
All right, that's going to do it. After 3 quarters of play, the Tigers up on Lincoln 14-6.
Owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Kimball Mechanical Systems specializes in installing plumbing, HVAC, and electrical systems in mid to large housing projects, including subdivisions, apartment complexes, and military housing. Kimball wants to partner with more people who want to earn a good living in the skilled trades. Kimball is the largest mechanical contractor in Arkansas with 8 other locations nationwide. Kimball is proud to have won Arkansas's Best Places to Work 5 years in a row. They provide excellent benefits and an amazing family-oriented culture. For great job opportunities, check out kmsjobs.com.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students.
Okay, we're back. Prairie Grove, 1st and goal, ball at the 1. They called, and they don't even have Grant in there to.
No, it's Knox.
And it's going to be Foster Lehman. Give him 6.
I thought it for sure. Oh, that guy's just falling down. That guy, he's a joke.
Oh, man.
I thought for sure Knox would take it himself.
No, he gives it to Foster, and with 3 seconds into the 4th quarter, Prairie Grove now goes up 20-6. And that gives a little bit more breathing room for the Tigers. Oh, what are we doing here? Look at this. Can he get there? No.
Nope. That's different.
He missed the extra point there, and with 11:57 to go. Tigers up 20-6. We're going to stay with it here. I want to recognize our sponsors, PG Telco, Prairie Grove Christian Church, and I want to thank the Prairie Grove Christian Church tonight for feeding the team. Do appreciate that. David's Roofing, our halftime sponsor, player of the game. You got to start giving some thought to that.
I already got a thought.
Hutchins
I just needed to put one more in the end zone. He
Kimball,
got robbed right there.
Kimball Mechanical Systems, Harton's Furniture, Prairie Grove Auto CarQuest. Got Matty Garrett helping out tonight. Got Billy Boy Grizzle on the producing, scoreboard Naaman Ballstead, cameraman Dylan Moore, our director Miles Eubanks.
Could you call the cameraman the Icicle instead? Because it's pretty cold up there tonight.
You know, I went to the concession stand, and at halftime, they were selling ice cream. I bet
it's the last home game of the year. They're just trying to get rid of it.
Saying, I don't remember seeing it for sale all season long when it was 80 degrees out here.
Donate to that, to the basketball booster.
20-6, Prairie Grove in front. And here's the kick.
It's another good kick.
And fielded by
Davis.
That's Davis. Davis got some room. Davis up close to the 35-yard line, so nice return that time by Lincoln.
20-yard return by Davis that time. Now, what do you think Lincoln does, though? They need 2 scores. They're down 14, which we kind of put them back in the game a little bit there by not getting the extra point.
Yeah, sure
the trickeration, man, trickeration.
The only thought process there is you go up 16, force them to make 2 two-point conversions, but now they just go back to making extra points.
Simrad and Keandre Hobbs are your safeties this time. Wetzel and Grant will hold down the corners. Noe, the sophomores, in at quarterback. It's a quick throw.
Oh, that was. I think Grant fell there. I'm not sure what happened.
Replay that one, Billy. Billy, replay.
Billy's asleep.
Yeah, too late. We couldn't see it. Come on, Billy. They need to be careful out here, though. I see a couple guys kind of rah-rahing. This game ain't over.
No, it's not. No, there's a lot of time left. I mean, we got the whole fourth quarter, only down 2 scores. And they send Harger, and they get
I like that they sent him that time because it made the quarterback think, hey, I better give that ball. If I keep it, he's going to be right there. But it lets you know Lincoln's very predetermined here. It's not really a read because he also could have taken that ball and thrown it to the guy Harger was guarding because he was wide open. But when you're on your 3rd-string quarterback, maybe even 4th-string, we're not for sure here, it's hard to give him that much leash.
You know what, though? He's played well. I don't care what string he is. He looks good to me. He's played well tonight.
He has. But I'm saying you might not run the same stuff like that. It's all kind of predetermined, I bet.
And now he's back to pass. He looks. He throws. It's going to be short.
Landon!
By Simrad. Simrad's got room. Simrad's still on his feet at the 40, on his feet. He's going to be dropped there. He's sandwiched there by the
It don't matter. It still feels good. Adrenaline's good.
Gosh.
Good job, Billy.
I hate to say he might get it 2 weeks in a row, though, Ryan. He had the big touchdown and now two interceptions, I believe, isn't it?
Is that his second one? I think that's just his first. Cade had one.
That's right. But, man, that was a nice touchdown pass or catch, and now that was a nice interception.
That's all the sophomores over there beating him up, too, on the sideline.
Jack Reynolds, one of the coaches
Don't
there.
tackle him again.
Like, come on, man.
Now let him go catch a touchdown pass. He's all jacked up on Mountain Dew.
The quote from Talladega Nights.
Harger,
get upfield. He just
horse collar.
Horse collar.
What?
Oh,
that guy's right there. How does he not? He is right there. I mean, it's not like we need it. It's just the right thing to do. Look at that. Jeez, he watched it. He's like, dude, let's get this game over with, man. It's cold.
Well, 10:50 to go in the ball game. Tigers could go up 3 scores here.
Did you notice Higgins is in at quarterback?
I did not notice. I do notice that now. Higgins, and we put Wetzel in motion. We give it to Hobbs. Hobbs got room. Keandre. Oh, there's going to be a flag and a hold. I think I got 57 there for us.
Adams. And there's another flag. I could see that one being on Keandre, just knowing him. If there's a personal foul on top of it.
That could be big. Yeah. No, I think they got Adams.
I do, but they also got another one at the end.
And if that's after the call, that could be, I don't know, can you walk off 25 yards on a play?
Well, if it's after the play, yeah, you can. They assess it after the play. Right? After the dead ball? We talked about it earlier.
Well, at the 20, I think that's where the flag is where the hold was. So they'll mark it 10 yards from there. That's a good run that time by Keandre. And I don't think the hold really helped him. So they're going to mark it off 10 back to the 46, 45. And now they're going to add on a personal foul.
Oh, offsetting.
Oh, offsetting.
He doesn't know. His hands were in motion before he got there. He thought about the next line.
He must not be making the playoffs because he has not been in form tonight. That ref. This is his last game of the season.
So offsetting personal fouls there at the end, but the hold still stands. Well, they'll back us up to 2nd and 15.
Maybe 14 there. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. Montgomery's going to bring it in, and now the clock's running.
Was that Cooper Singleton maybe? No, that's not. It's Harger and Foster.
And there's Wetzel. And they give it to Wetzel. Wetzel's got the corner. He's got room. Cordell.
Good job.
Man, that's a nice way to get it back quick.
It is. And that's big for him, too, because he moved from there, and then it was a loss last year. And, it's one of those deals where you like to see them have a little success here, him and Redfern, against their old team.
Redfern's a junior. Oh. Okay, we're at 1st and 10, ball at the 30.
Davis Stevens runs the play in.
And we're making our way on into the fourth quarter. Here's Higgins. He's going to give it to
Foster.
Foster Lehman. Foster down inside the 25 to the 24.
That'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Good first down run that time by Foster. At this point in the game, I start looking at rotating my backs a little bit here, and maybe even an Asher Sam, a guy who's played 2nd string this year a little bit. Get him in there, get him a couple carries. Not everybody, not wholesale line change.
Well, they're going to give it the I formation. There's Harger. Down. Give him 6. Jared Harger gets into the end zone.
It's going to be hard to have a player of the game when all of our guys are spreading the love.
Man.
Another touchdown for Prairie Grove. I think a different guy has had one every time, right?
Yeah, they tell you. Let's see. I'd have to get with Miles on that. I'm not sure who's all had touchdowns tonight.
Landon has one.
I know Landon. Now Harger. Did Harger get 2?
Foster has one.
Foster has one, and then Harger. And that's our.
Did Cade get one too?
I don't know. I'm sure. I don't remember Cade scoring. That doesn't mean he didn't. Extra point on the way from Higgins. It's up, and it is good. With 9:35, the Tigers have stretched the lead 27-6. Back after this.
And is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Ruffin today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidruffinginc.com.
Okay, we're getting ready to kick off here. 27-6, Tigers have stretched the lead. And if the Gentry, I don't know what the latest Gentry score is, but it was pretty big earlier. So they're going to end up with a 3 seed. They'll go play CAC. Shiloh's leading, and they'll.
That ends up being a really big game, too, by the way. I'd like to have that Gentry one back.
And there's the kick, and fielded there
his
by
knee
Davis.
Was down, was it not?
Yeah, they're going to say his knee was down at the 14-yard line.
Good kick that time by Higgins. We were talking Shiloh and P. Ridge. Score on that was 21-14, right?
Yeah, I got to tell you, I thought that would be a bigger score for Shiloh.
What did I say?
You thought it'd be close.
I thought it'd be close until the fourth quarter, and then P. Ridge would let go of the rope, and Shiloh's going to hang a couple on them there at the end to win it by 2 or 3 touchdowns. And we'll see what happens.
9:32 here. The Tigers lead now.
We do have a couple new guys in. 38, Asher Sam is in at outside linebacker.
Well, now they
Davis Stevens in is at safety.
They're Sellers. Ooh,
why
nice
is he
tackle.
just now back in?
He was in the last series.
Oh, okay. I started to say they ran the series without him. I thought, what is wrong?
Montgomery on the tackle that time.
Hamrick and Frazier will come in. That's Kobe Frazier. Will come in at inside linebackers.
I'm surprised they're running and not trying to. And now
Sellers once again.
Well, that's why they're running it, because they can. Marshall Montgomery on the tackle, and now let's see. Don't have another penalty. Come on.
Asher Sam on the tackle.
First offsides on the defense, and they can decline that. They got more than 5 yards. Maybe not. Wait, didn't they get more than 5 yards?
It looked like it.
Oh, my goodness. Boy, they got gypped there.
Lost 2 to 3 yards.
They lost a yard.
They would have had the first down, too. That makes no sense.
Well, they had the first down, and he only marked off 4 yards on the play. I'm not sure what. Boy, they got. First down and 10 for the Wolves. Ball at their 26, and now Sellers again.
Hamrick that time, one of the guys on the tackle.
Down to 8:45 to go in the game.
You'd think they'd have a bigger sense of urgency here with Lincoln.
Yeah, you think so. And for our seniors, this is the last time these seniors are going to play on this field. I don't know of any scenario whatsoever that gets us back on the field. They're going deep. Oh, that could have separated Simrad.
Definitely could have. Him and Falker out there on the coverage.
Well, no, I'm saying this is the seniors' last time, because there's no playoff scenario that puts us at home in any game.
Unless you faced a 5 seed somewhere and it ain't happening.
That's not with the 1 seeds that we have this year. I don't see it happening.
Nope.
Unless the 5 seed from the 4A7 is somewhere. But so this is this is their last opportunity to be here on this field, and there's Sellers again. He's got the first. Well, I say he's got the first. Simrad in on the tackle.
Get him down.
No, he's got the first.
Looks like Hamrick and Frazier.
Well, they're at the 37-yard line, and this drive started all the way back at their 14.
If I say Frazier, it could be Dalton or Kobe. Both are in right now.
Well, you got to think they got to go to the air at some point, and they do. They fake it, and now a little toss to Arnold. Arnold breaks 1 tackle.
Oh, blocking the back big time.
No
right
call.
In the middle of the field, too. Right on the 50, number 8.
No call.
Oh, well, first down. It kind of has that feel like they feel like it's over. You know what I'm saying? It just has that feel like I don't feel the fight as much. I like that play right there. And we'll see if they can get a little momentum with that.
That was Kobe Frazier on the tackle that time, right on the midfield stripe. Now straight drop. He's in trouble.
Marshall's, almost had him. Frazier's almost got him. I bet that was a hold there.
Yep, and.
Right off the hands of number 22.
That's Arnold, Blake Arnold.
He's a senior. I bet he'd like to have that one back.
There's laundry all over the place. That was.
Looks like my house out there. My wife does a great job picking up after all of us. That's not what I'm saying. There's just a lot of us in there.
Oh, man. It's going to be cold where you sleep tonight.
Luckily, she's here, so she's not listening. Prefer y'all not text her.
$7:45 to go in the ball game. First down and 20 for Lincoln.
John King's in at outside linebacker.
And there is a quick pass. That's
right back to him. Davis Stevens on the tackle that time.
And Davis Stevens did a nice job getting him down, but they pick up 9, so he'd be second 11. Well, there's nobody over the slot man here, really.
No, they're hoping Simray can get there.
That's Davis. Davis is going to score. He's going to score again. That's the second time tonight. He's taking the long ways in.
He may get the player of the game if he's not careful.
Well, he did a nice job there. He might have got some help, but look at there. He's got good speed for a tight end.
He does. Prairie Grove just doesn't do a good enough job pursuing there. It's one of those tunnel screen kind of looks, and there's a lot of good blocking out ahead of him, and we end up chasing.
Still time for Lincoln. There's 7:06 to go in the game, and they're going to go for 2. They can close it down to 13 here if they make it. And it's a keeper, and he's in. So 27-14, and there's time. There's enough time, Ryan.
You might see the first string defense next hand if we're going to let go of the rope like that.
Well, they're going to try an onside kick here. You're almost certain they will. We got
27-14. They've got powder too. What's the deal? It's like the cool thing to do tonight.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, looks like we got the All-State team out there, the good hands people.
No, it can't be completely true. Kate Grant's out here on this side. Oh, man. I have to tell him I said that about him.
I mean, you got Hayden, Dalton Frazier here up front.
I seen his dad at halftime. I said, he could have had 4 interceptions, I think, in the first half. He goes, I wish he'd wear gloves. He's got 2 nice pairs, and he refuses to wear them. He goes, what defensive player doesn't wear gloves in that, anywhere else? And I was like, I know. He's smarter, though. They know more.
Well, it looks like
it's a different kicker this time.
Yeah, it is. They usually have the big fella, 62, which we never did get a number on him.
He's the move-in from Westville.
Did you get a name?
I'm just kidding, by the way.
Oh.
And no, I didn't get a name. I forgot. I got hungry. I went to the concession stand.
Let's see here. That's gonna be a good onside kick, but a good job.
Who is that? Is that Caudle?
Yes. Come up here and got it. Sometimes you have to be aggressive like that, and he went and got it.
Yeah, because they're waiting for it to go 10.
Yeah. So he's going to get it at the 49-yard line, and that's where Prairie Grove will start, 7:06. Peyton Higgins comes back into the game. We need to burn some clock here, Ryan, about 3 or 4 minutes here. Get almost impossible. The game's still, it's not over.
No, I mean, they've got 3 timeouts, but you get a 3-and-out right here, and you go and score. It's a one-possession game.
In motion goes Wetzel, and it's a keeper. I don't like the way he's holding the ball there.
And it goes nowhere.
Higgins, you got to protect the ball.
Zeke Knox will come right back in.
Zeke's probably watching. Yeah, Higgins.
You're always on my mind.
Higgins is very athletic, but man, when you're carrying the ball, you got to protect it.
Yeah. Well, and the worst thing you can do right here is turn it over. You're not that far ahead. Can't carry it like Matt Jones did.
.6:22 to go in the ball game. 2nd down and 9 for the Tigers.
Ooh, we about didn't get set.
We really didn't. Keandre, he's going to pick up a couple. They could have called us there for illegal. We weren't ready. I don't know if he got set all the way.
Well, the wingback, luckily, it doesn't matter if you're on the line, so he just run out there and just get set no matter where.
Well, it's 3rd down and 7. We're under 6 minutes to go. Like you said, Lincoln gets the 3 and out here, and a quick score. And both of their scores have come quick, and both of them have come from Mr. Davis.
We're gonna walk the clock out here.
Well, you need to. I mean, we got that 40-second clock thing now going on. Question is, do you run something? Oh, you get down to 5 seconds. You're gonna have to get this thing off. Get it off. And he's going to look to throw.
Simrad, he's got it.
Oh, where are they?
He didn't get the first down, but he got the pass.
Well, you know,
and it's inbounds. It's 4th down. I'm going for that. I'm playing for the win.
Yeah, I think you go for it here. The other thing is,
if I'm Lincoln, I call timeout. But
well, you know, the thing is with that particular play, Ryan, he had to come back to get it, and his momentum brought him back to the 40. He ran the right route. He was past the 1st down line. He had to come back and get it.
Call a timeout. Why not let the clock run down? The clock's running. Let the clock run all the way down and then take the timeout. Let's take a timeout with them.
To buy a new recliner, a sofa, or maybe you need a box springs and mattress. Well, look no further than Harton Furniture in Prairie Grove. Terry Harton works hard to keep his showroom fully stocked, so if you pick something out, you can go home with it right then. But also, custom orders are no problem. If there's something you want, he can have it in just a few days. With over 20 years in the furniture business, great customer service, and excellent prices, Harton Furniture is the place for you. Located on Highway 62 between Farmington and Prairie Grove. Come by Harton Furniture. He'll treat you right. Harton Furniture is a proud supporter of Prairie Grove Tiger Athletics.
Is a locally owned company based in Farmington, Arkansas. David Roofing has been in business for 23 years, and they specialize in residential roofing, insurance claims, and storm damage repairs. David Roofing is licensed and insured. They have an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau with no complaints. Contact David Roofing today at 479-846-2113 or look them up online at www.davidroofinginc.com.
Okay, 4th down, a yard to go at the 40. It's a big play here, Ryan. 4:56, and it's a quarterback sneak.
He's got it.
He's got it, and he's got more. Knox gets the first. You know, Knox gave it away.
Yeah.
He was leaning forward.
I thought what he was doing is trying to get them to jump off sides with it, but I think he was just antsy.
I think he's no, he was so ready to go forward. And he may have been ready partly because he was antsy. The other thing is there was a hole there. And it's a 1st down for Prairie Grove. Now you can let that clock start to run. Use all 40 seconds. You got 40 seconds after each play. Use every single one of those seconds. Just don't get a penalty. Man, you got to get it off. You're down to 4 seconds. Go. Oh, man, we just did get that off.
We didn't lose 5, but we didn't gain any.
No, use 40 seconds, but be smart, guys. Gain of a yard. Prairie Grove, 27-14.
And that's nice that they did that for us. They missed the extra point. Oh, no. P. Ridge scored. They go for 1, and the field goal, or the short snapper, snaps it over the head of the holder. It's 21-20.
It's 3rd quarter, so they've got time. And matter of fact,
we may get home and be able to watch the end of it.
Well, we can. And, oh, man, you got to get off field. Or, no, you got to get over here or whatever. Good night. There's wingback reverse. There's Wetzel. Man, whoa.
Good tackle by number 52 that time.
That's
He's a big old
62.
boy.
That's 62. That's the guy.
That's the guy.
Go ask your boys down there what's his name. They don't have him either.
They don't have him on the roster. They said he's one of the faculty. He just put a jersey on tonight. Part of the coaching staff step in.
Looks like Wetzel's shaking up a little bit on the play. He walks off on his own.
He got slung down pretty good.
Yeah, maybe got the wind knocked out of him on a cold night. That hurts.
The ground's not near as soft when it's frozen.
It's 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers. We're down to 3:14 to go in the game. Well, we if I'm Lincoln here and we don't make the first, this is where you got to use a timeout if you're Lincoln. Now they're starting the clock. Oh, man, that's a tough deal. We're going to get it down under 3 minutes. Yeah, if you're Lincoln here and we don't get a first, you better use a timeout if you even want to try to think about pulling off a win.
Splits to both sides, up back on both sides.
Quick drop, and it is a catch.
Simrad.
Another catch tonight.
I love it.
I'll tell you.
I've been begging for it, man. I'm telling you, I've been in their ears.
Here's what's great. He's a sophomore, man. I love it.
But I pulled him to the side, too, and I said, dude, you have the opportunity from about game 6 on to be the leading receiver if you want it. If you want it.
Oh, he's leading receiver, and he's leading my vote for the Davis Roofer play of their game. I'm telling you, he's made some big catches. He made the big catch that got us to the 4th down. He's got the interception. He's got the touchdown catch that gave us the lead. Yeah, he's done a lot tonight. Could be 2 weeks in a row.
Harger and Hobbs in the backfield. He's going to go to Harger.
Oh, Harger still stayed on his feet. Oh,
Skates missed that block. If Skates could have got that block. Lincoln's going to call a timeout this time, though.
Yeah. And if they're going to have any chance, that's what they have to do. 2:18 to go in the game. Yeah, if this game gets over, yeah, we'll get to see the 4th quarter of the other game. Next week, if we'll be coming to you from down in Hamburg. Unless we take a charter bus, I think I might be spending the night down there driving that back.
Wouldn't mind a charter bus.
Yeah.
Might be hard to find this time of year with everybody in playoffs and driving all over the state, but it was nice that year we played in Warren.
Well, let's recognize our crew tonight. Matty Garrett, Billy Boy Grizzle, Naaman Ballstead, Dylan Moore, Miles Eubanks, Keith Whitley here with us as well.
What a guy.
He is a good dude. 2nd down and 9.
I would never say that where he could hear me either.
You know, he's got good ears, though.
Uh-oh, start the bus chance coming out.
Oh, they got the keys out.
Yeah, 2:18 left. It's a little early, but.
I will tell you, after this play, one of my favorite start the bus stories of all time. This was many years ago, but it was great.
A little different look over here. This is what we ran right up the middle with last time.
Harger! Oh, he's down to the 1.
Nobody was down. Not a ref one was in a position to make the call.
So Ryan, many years ago, I've said this on a couple other deals, but volleyball game, Prairie Grove was playing, this is probably 12, 13 years ago, Prairie Grove was playing Farmington over in their old gym. Farmington's up 2 games to 1 in the last game, or 2 games to none. The last game's 21-14. They start chanting, start the bus up. Well, Prairie Grove came back. They were in the 3rd game. Put the keys up. Put the keys up. It was a great, and Prairie Grove ended up pulling it out that night. It was a It was a great volleyball game. Back in the day when those 2 schools used to just.
They're going to go to that same look again.
And quick.
Redford,
there it is.
He got it.
That's Redford.
Let's look at that one again, Billy. They spread it out. This is where they've been going, right up the middle.
Just a quick pass there, and boom, he just stood there, bam.
Man, that was quick.
You know what I liked about the throw that time from Knox? It was low.
Yes.
It was low, and if he missed it, he was going to, I mean, nobody else could get to it. 33-14, Prairie Grove's going to try the extra point by Higgins. 1:47 to go in the game, so Tigers going to exact revenge after a 24-year streak. 33-14, and the extra point. You know, Ryan, you know, it was 24 years, but we only played them 19 times during that time. We missed them playing a few years whenever they went out of the conference for a bit. So the 19-game winning streak went away last year. We're starting a new one this year, up 34-14.
Minute 47 left, 34-14, 20-point lead for Prairie Grove.
Well, Ryan, next week for our playoff game, I should have some good decade stats for us, so just in case we have dead time next week.
We will, all the way down there.
And I don't know if the band will make the trip or not, so we may have some halftime time to go through some of that. But yeah, we end
5 hours, Lynn. Goodness gracious. Which I know other people are like, dude, you're making the playoffs. Shut your mouth. But I'm like, whew, the trip. I had a lot of fun going to Warren, and of course the home games for playoffs are amazing. You know, the runs that we've made in the last decade have just been a blast.
And that's what's the thing. This is by far, and I'll double check, but by far the most wins we've ever had in a decade. And they're going to call offsides on Prairie Grove.
Bag him up, coach. Now I want to see Higgins stroke it into the end zone.
So Higgins going to kick again. Ron, we have had a lot of guys play well tonight. I'm going to let you call for the player of the game.
Ooh, well, let's look at the stats first. I mean, I've got it down to 2.
I just think that
because tackles come into it big for me also. Kate Grant showed up on defense a lot out there tonight.
1:47 to go in the game. Tigers up by 20. Oh, that's going to be a nice pooch kick, and that's going to be Morphus. It's going to call for a fair catch there. We'll take a look at the stats, and then we'll name him that player of the game. See what he's got down there. Now a lot of subs coming in.
Our first team D's probably going to play a little bit here. Not all of them. I see Cooper Singleton there at defensive end, and Biasy and Frazier, so that's kind of a second string defensive line. London and Hamrick, that's your second string inside linebackers. But your secondary, a lot of first teamers.
And
it's going to be a keep by number 6. That's a sophomore.
Bowen's back in the game.
Kate Grant
on the tackle.
Padding his stats out there.
1:34 to go in the game, 1:35. They didn't stop the call. They got a first down. I was like, why did they stop the clock? First down for Lincoln, ball at their own 47.
Ethan Tyler will come into the game. Ethan Turner, sorry.
Skates trying to get off the field. Only had to sprint. .116 to go in the game. Bowen back in at quarterback. And
oh, he just misses the tackle right there. That was Cooper.
Wow. Who's
that?
Yeah,
replay that one, Billy.
That's Simrad on the tackle. Who else is over there? 65. Jacob London. 65 with the tackle, and we're down to 50 seconds to go, and now with some wholesale changes here. And Simrad's going to come out. Man, we got a lot of different guys coming out. Whoever 58 is needs to do a little hustling.
It's Ethan.
And we had to call timeout. 34 seconds to go.
Oh, they're trying to get the seniors on the field, call the timeout, and let the student section kind of cheer and rah-rah them up a little bit.
Yep, they're letting the seniors come off. They're cheering off the seniors, and these seniors, you know, they haven't got anything the last couple of years. They're still part of a co-championship. You know, a couple of years ago, Ryan, they got a chance to taste that. We're going to need to, man, we can't get it right. Man, if I'm Lincoln, I'm going deep. 34 seconds to go, and that's the give. That's Sheridan, who's over there.
John King on the tackle.
Hamrick's in there helping him out. Down to 26 seconds. Lincoln gonna punch one more in or not here. Now the clock's running. Well, Ryan, next week we head down to Hamburg, first round of the playoffs. If I'm not mistaken, I believe our playoff overall record's 24-24. Tonight's win, that's Sheridan again. Tonight's win makes Coach Absher's 199th win as a football coach.
Oh, wow.
He's knocking on the door of the big 200, and that will either be.
How big would that be going into playoffs down there, not being a favorite or getting into Farmington next year, maybe first game?
Well, it'll be interesting. Well, that's that's going to be the ball game tonight. Tigers win 34-14. Ryan, if we were to go another 24 years without losing to Lincoln, I don't think I'll be announcing.
I don't think we'll be in the same conference long enough for that to happen. All right, here we go. We got some stats. Pretty much even on offense. Lincoln gets 320 yards. Prairie Grove gets 327 yards. We both run about 55 plays. We both average the same amount per play. Lincoln has 200 yards passing. We have 100, but we have 200 yards running. They have 100. Looking through here, penalties. We had 8 for 85. They had 7 for 70.
We did better in the second half on penalties.
We did. Both teams had multiple turnovers. Lincoln with 4, Prairie Grove with 2. Time of possession, we had at 25 minutes. They had at 23. I mean, everything's pretty equal across the board. Third down conversion, we're 4 of 9. They're 3 of 11. We're 2 of 2 on fourth down. That's a big one right there. Quarterback play. Bowen was 0 for 1, and Avellanado was 11 for 18, 193 yards with 2 touchdowns and 3 interceptions. Besides the interception, he had a decent night back there at quarterback. He also had quite a few rushing yards. He had 8 for 39. Knox Lair goes 6 for 14 for 105 yards with 2 touchdowns. Hey, Knox right there, you're almost 50% completion, over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. That's pretty big himself. Rushing yards, Harger has 14 carries for 88 yards and a touchdown. Foster Lehman 7 for 55 and a touchdown. Wetzel 7 for 41. Kate Grant 6 for 30 and a touchdown. Keandre Hobbs 3 for 22. We had a great team effort tonight. You think about that. Every guy kind of averaging about 7. Harger gets 14. Every guy around 40 to 50 yards. Harger with 88. Three guys get rushing touchdowns. For Lincoln on the rushing side, Sellers get 18 carries for 50 yards. We held him to 3 yards per carry, and he was supposed to be their stud running back tonight, so we did a good job there. Receiving, Landon Simrad, 4 receptions, 60 yards, 15 yards per catch with a touchdown. Keandre, 1 catch for 46 yards. Caden Redfern, 1 catch for 1 yard and a touchdown. Looking at the tackles, though, because that's part of it, David Hall had 7 tackles tonight,
wow.
6 by himself. Cottle had 5. Harger had 4. Hobbs had 3. Marshall had 4. I'm trying to look at interceptions. Cade Grant had 2 interceptions tonight. Keandre had 1 interception tonight. Simrad had the forced fumble. Man, I don't see how Simrad.
Simrad had an interception too.
Did he have an interception?
Yeah,
it doesn't say it on here.
He missed it because remember he went up for it. He had one.
Oh, no, it does. It say it on here.
Yeah.
So Simrad had a big night receiving. He had a big night on defense with the interception. But Cade Grant also with the big night on defense, quite a few tackles and interception. He's got a touchdown. He averaged 5 yards a carry. But then how do you not mention Hart? I'm torn. And really, Knox Laird had a big night too. He had a very efficient night at quarterback. There's not a guy that's shown. There's not one guy here that shined at all to me as far as individually. You had a great team effort tonight. You really did. I'm struggling here, Lynn.
Well, you know what? I typically would probably go with the sophomore, but on senior night, let's go with the leading rusher tonight. Let's call Jared Harger. 14 carries, 88 yards. He'll be our David Roofing's player of the game. Senior night, we name senior Jared Harger.
I like it. I can handle that. There was a lot of guys out there tonight.
Yeah, it's
that
hard
was
to,
a team
it sure
win.
Was.
Not one guy just really carried the load.
All right, we're going to call it a night for our crew. For Ryan Cook, I'm Lynn Gregson. Have a great night, and go Tigers.